Hey, what's going on, guys? It's DioStone here. I know I haven't posted a video in a long time, and I usually don't do news videos, but this is something that not a lot of people are talking about, and someone should. So today we're going to be talking about the topic everyone else is, AI. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the app PolyBuzz, and how they basically pulled a bait and switch on their users. Now, there's a good chance you haven't heard of PolyBuzz, and if you haven't, I wish I were you. PolyBuzz is essentially a popular clone of Character.ai. It uses artificial intelligence to let you talk to fictional characters, literally anything but the kitchen sink, from Bluey to the hot mom from Spy Family. One of the main reasons people don't enjoy using Character.ai is because it's heavily censored, just like most mainstream AI platforms. It has filters to prevent anything suggestive. In the world of AI, that's a bit of a hot topic, but PolyBuzz always prided themselves on being uncensored. Until recently. Now if you try and do anything suggestive on the app, you get this error. Sensitive content has automatically been filtered based on compliance policy. People have noticed this looks suspiciously similar to that exact same error message Character.ai uses. Honestly, for a company that runs ads on TikTok and YouTube Shorts that look like this,
Sorry you had to see that.
it feels pretty scummy to pull a bait and switch like this. What makes it even worse is that Poly actually has subscriptions. These range from $10 a month all the way up to $30, unlocking different generation modes like Passion Mode or even Permanent Memory. Wait a second, Permanent Memory? Is this why we have a RAM shortage? In all seriousness, for someone paying $30 a month for features like that, it's pretty shitty for the devs to suddenly switch up the rules. You're paying a premium price for the very thing you were trying to escape. Now, many of you might be asking, why are they doing this? If I had to guess, I bet it has everything to do with the App Store policies. Basically, Apple, and I believe Google as well, have very strict rules against apps that host suggestive content. However, we all know all these rules are not always equally enforced. It reminds me of when Discord did something similar a while back. They made it so you couldn't view NSFW channels if you were on an iOS device. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but the logic was clear. They wanted to lower their App Store rating from 17 plus down to 12 or 13 plus. By cleaning up the app and adding these filters, PolyBuzz is likely trying to stay on the good graces of the big tech giants so they don't get kicked off the store, even if that means screwing over the people actually paying for the service. Now, where have I heard this before? A popular platform scrubbing all of its not safe for work content just to appeal to a bigger gatekeeper like Apple? Oh wait, Tumblr! For those who don't remember, Tumblr was the place for artistic and suggestive freedom until 2018. Then Apple pulled them from the App Store, and in a panic, Tumblr nuked everything. They basically destroyed their own core community overnight just to get back on the iPhone. And I'm no expert, but the numbers speak for themselves. And here's the most frustrating part, there isn't even a way to fix this. You think a company charging $30 a month would at least give you a way to prove you're an adult? Like a secure ID check so you can actually use the features you paid for? But right now, there's nothing. No toggle, no verification, just a blanket filter that treats every user like they're 12. What's even weirder is that, as of right now, this is mostly a mobile problem. If you log in on a web browser, the filters are often non-existent or way less aggressive. They're basically keeping the web version wild while sanitizing the app just to stay in the App Store's good graces. But let's be real, how long is that going to last? If they're willing to compromise the app experience today, the website is next on the chopping block. They are building a wall around their users, and the only way out is to stop paying and find a platform that respects its community maturity. Okay, look, don't tell anyone I told you this, but I found something out on accident that might explain everything. If you go to a character, and for whatever reason the AI perceives the interaction involves a minor, and use the inspiration text feature, which, by the way, costs 30 of their goddamn coins to use, you might get hit with this message. I can't generate the content that depicts child. This conversation contains illegal content involving child of a minor character. If you are experiencing thoughts about harming children, please contact the National Abuse Hotline. Now, regardless of how I found that out, here's the real takeaway. This is a corporate safety prompt. This isn't some generic PolyBuzz error. That sounds exactly like the safety filter layers big tech companies like Anthropomorphic, I think that's how you say that, I don't know, or Google. This suggests that PolyBuzz might have switched their underlying AI model to a much stricter, much more corporate one to save cost or stay compliant. It basically proves that the uncensored AI we were promised isn't just being filtered, it's being replaced. They aren't putting a muzzle on the AI, they're swapping the whole brain for one that's programmed to lecture you. And I always hate whenever companies do this. They swap their model to something that claims to be more quote-unquote advanced, but really, they're just white labeling someone else's work. I mean, look at Venice AI. They don't even use their own proprietary model for their top tiers anymore. They just plug in GLM 4.7 and then have the audacity to charge you $30 a month for a premium experience. It's a total scam because you can literally go straight to Z.AI and use the same model and pay a fraction of the price. Why are we paying for a middleman $30? My God, I'm stuttering so much. Jesus Christ. Sorry. I'm not even gonna cut that out. Why are we paying for a middleman $30 a month just to put a skin over a UI for a model someone else built? It's lazy, it's greedy, and exactly what PolyBuzz is starting to feel like. So yeah, I guess moral of the story is you probably shouldn't put all your full trust or $30 a month into virtual girlfriends that can change its entire personality the moment Apple sends them a stern email. I guess we're never gonna have the real life version of Karen, Plankton's computer wife from SpongeBob. At least she was loyal to the grind. PolyBuzz, they're just loyal to the App Store. So what do you guys think? Do any of you use PolyBuzz? Did you pay for the premium and you're probably going to cancel it because of these updates? Because honestly, paying for passion mode and then getting a lecture about a hotline is a wild business move. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you found a better alternative that actually lets you talk like an adult, definitely let the rest of us know. Anyway, it's been DioStone. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Привет, у меня тут утренняя зарядочка.